that you rejoined me. You didn't forget about me. And of course, as usual, please definitely invite your followers and friends and people to join me every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Periscope and usually on Facebook mentions too. Can't promise I'll always be on there just in case I don't have another device with me at the time. So I am going to jump in and go ahead and get started. Deep breath. Hi, my name is Sherilyn Dorsey, creator and founder of You're More Than Their Mother, and I teach entrepreneurial moms to reclaim, realign, and rebalance their lives and go after their dreams. Hey, viewers over on Facebook. I see one live viewer. Where's everybody today, huh? So today, I think I named this, if I remember correctly, gosh, you all know I have the hardest time. Oh, the one habit that's destroying you. Man, as I looked at this, I just came off an amazing weekend. Just went to one of my favorite artists in the world's concert, Diana Ross. But I still had the time to do some interacting with some ladies who I know and some who I consider a friend and love very much. But I'm very intuitive because I definitely believe that we create moments in our lives to give us lessons, to help us to improve ourselves, improve being based upon the measures that we've created and really based upon the things that we've asked for or whom we've asked to be in our life. So I'm always trying to observe the lesson. What is it that I am in this position to learn? Hey, Latrice over on Facebook mentions. I'm always trying to say, what is it that I'm here to learn? And this, you all, is such a recurring issue that I had to basically talk about it today. And the one thing, in my opinion, that is destroying us, and when I say destroying us, I mean in terms of our happiness, in terms of our health, in terms of our businesses, in terms of our relationships, things like that. To generally put it, I would say is self-sabotage. And specifically, the self-sabotage that I'm talking about today is how we treat other people better than we treat ourselves. If anybody can relate to that or understands what I'm saying, if you're here with me live, definitely let me know. Hit me with some hearts or some feedback. Or if you are on this replay, I want you to chime in on that. Tell me if you have been, I'm guilty of holding on. Yes, we treat other people better than we treat ourselves. And a long time ago, I'm really going to start off with this and really flower it out from here. A long time ago, my husband and I, we were just having this discussion and we knew about something of someone, and it was just really the way that the person handled it was really unique to us. I'll just say it like that. And so we were having this discussion. That discussion kind of went into one about cheating on your significant other. And we were talking and I said, man, you know, a lot of people now have the conversation around it calling me, what's your deal breaker? If that kind of helps you to kind of understand a little even more clearly what I'm saying. Well, we were kind of having that conversation and talking or whatever. But my husband said something so profound to me, and it still resonates with me to this day, that I really use it to base how I'm treating other people and how it is that I'm treating myself. From that conversation that we were having, there was a lot involved, but we had mentioned something about, we were talking about cheating, again, on your significant other. And Gerald's response, who is my husband, Gerald's response was, Sherilyn, I love myself too much to allow you to cheat on me. And I said, man, that was so profound to me. It wasn't about, do you love that person enough to forgive them? It wasn't about, is that person really a good person and they just made a mistake? It's not about that. It's about how much do you love yourself in order to, how much do you love yourself not to allow other people to treat you indifferently? Do we love ourselves enough for that? And the answer so very often is no. The answer is no, we don't. Because we allow people to trample through our lives, to mistreat us, to talk to us any kind of way, and we give them all kinds of excuses. We give them all kinds of passes. This one person that I know, she's been with this person for so long, and they're, in her words, they're rude, and And in her words, they are disrespectful and things like that. But her choice of words that she always says to me is, but I've been with him so long and he's a good guy. He really is. And he's a good dad. But so, I have to think about that. And that helps me to really balance off all the craziness, if you will, that he goes through today, or that he basically superimposes on me today. Well, to me, that is one of the most foolish things that you can do. And it's really a form of abuse, self-abuse, in my opinion, because you are allowing yourself to remain in a toxic situation where you're using old information to evaluate a new situation. And it really makes no sense, because right now what's happening to you, you've been given the examples. You're living through this situation that no longer serves you, but you're using old information to keep you or justify you staying there. And that is a form of self-destruction. That's a form of self-sabotage. That if you don't get past that, you'll never, ever excel or accomplish anything it is that you're going after. You just won't do it because you don't love yourself enough to let go of anything that does not serve you. So on Periscope, she says, what if the people we're talking about is family? How do you handle that? No one gets a pass. Family or not, no one gets a pass. And it is always my exercise, it is always my routine to communicate with you how I'm feeling. I don't have any intention on telling you what you meant or what it is you're trying to say to me. I simply let you know what I heard and how it made me feel and what I'll do from here. Meaning, if you heard something that if they're saying something or doing something to you that you perceive as hurtful or harmful or damaging to you, I would say that to them. I would say, listen, family, that to me, what you're doing is harmful. I cannot allow myself to be in this situation anymore. I'm going to disconnect myself from you, love you the same, but I choose not to subject myself to this type of treatment, discussion, or behavior. You have a right to that. You have to love yourself so much that you don't allow those other types of things to come in. And very often we give people passes, again, because of what they've done in the past or who they are to us, meaning blood relative or not. But in my opinion, that's giving them an excuse. And not only that, I don't even want to focus on them. I want to talk about us. In my opinion, that's you not loving you enough. You should not allow anyone to damage you. That goes for your feelings. That goes for your finances. That goes for your business. That goes for your emotions and whatever other example it is you want to use from there. Hey, Kimberly Smith on Facebook. That's my sister. So and now let me just talk about that. I think I took that from a personal aspect, and it seems like you guys are understanding what it is that I'm saying with that. Let's talk about how that affects your business. It's how you show up in your business. You represent zero authority, meaning you're not looked at as a subject matter expert if you don't know how to love yourself, because that weakness shows up in your business. It's going to show up in the marketing collateral that you put out. It's going to show up in your follow-up that you put out. It's going to show in the communication or the way that you speak to other people, because you're constantly on the defense of who it is that you are, because you're not clear on who you are. You don't even love yourself enough to be clear. You don't love yourself enough to gain clarity on who it is that you are. And it's unfortunate. Hey, April. And it's unfortunate. I give her because I'm here. I feel good because I know a lot of people whose parents aren't here any longer. Well, okay, on Periscope, guys, I have someone who's saying that she gets worried because it sounds like this is a situation with her parents. She gets worried because feels guilty because her parents are older. She feels like they won't be here much longer. I hope I'm saying that right. And, other people whose parents are gone on. That's called emotional guilt or even emotional hostage let me back up. You are holding yourself emotionally hostage out of guilt. And when I say that, you're not allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling. You're not honoring your very own feelings, although you know something is off. You're choosing to use other people's experiences. Just because someone else's parents are no longer here, that has nothing to do with you. You feeling sorry or sympathy or empathy, whatever it is for them, won't bring them back, won't mend their relationships, and it won't put you in a better position. You don't get anything for that. But besides the emotional hostage that you're holding yourself in. One of the questions I always tell you all that I always ask my clients when dealing with them in particular is, whenever they're in a situation or whenever there's so much resistance around something that you know needs to change, but you don't have the courage to change it, then I always ask them, how's that working for you? And if you're saying things like selfish, I feel selfish, or I feel guilty, it sounds like that's not working for you. And you have to have the courage to make a change. And nothing will change until you do. So if that's working for you in this moment, keep doing it. There's no resistance here. I always tell people, I'm not looking for new converts. I'm not looking to get anyone to adapt to my ideology. I simply want to create a space for those who are ready to change. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. Let me know if you have any questions or shoot me any follow-up that you have. And I hope it really serves you right where you are. Thank you so much for those hearts over on Periscope. I hope this serves you right where you are, because there is a way out of self-sabotage. There is no reason for you to destroy yourself. There is no one doing anything to you. At every moment, we are in choice. And we have to make a decision or make a choice to choose us. Hey, April over on Facebook. We have to make that choice. So I hope you choose you. Okay? So listen, if it serves you, please definitely do share this with someone and invite others. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you. Remember, it's time to move beyond everyone else's expectations of who you ought to be and become the woman you thought you could be. Talk to you later. Bye.